My name is Alex. I'm 27, a software engineer, and everything in life was going just fine, until something from the past suddenly shattered everything. That thing was the playground, an old, rusted, broken-down playground in the neighborhood where I spent my childhood. Back then, we were a group of 4 best friends, me, Alex, Mark, Jason, and David. We used to play there every evening after school. We left that area over 15 years ago, but recently something happened that pulled me back into that buried nightmare. It started with a text message from David. Alex, Mark is dead. His body was found near the playground, and Jason, he's missing. I froze. Mark, dead? There? At that place? Near the playground? Yes, I remembered that playground. It was all fun and games until one night, the night that changed everything. It was around midnight, and we were daring each other to go to the far end of the park, a creepy, rust-covered swing set that no one ever used. Mark had smirked and said, "If you're not scared, go sit on that swing, the one near the woods." That swing, I'll never forget it. Cold, creaky, and always swaying even when the air was still. That whole area felt wrong, like something watched you from the shadows. That night, Mark walked up and sat on it, laughing. But within seconds, he screamed and fell off. He yelled, "Someone was choking me." We all ran to him, but there was no one there. Just the wind, the silence, and that cursed swing moving gently on its own. The next day, Mark swore he would never go near that place again. Now, 15 years later, Mark was found dead, strangled. And Jason completely vanished. I met David the next day and we went back to our old neighborhood. The playground was still there, unchanged, abandoned, decaying. As we stood there, I felt eyes on us, from the corner of the park, from the swing. The same swing, still there, still moving, even though the air was completely still. "Do you remember the story?" David whispered. "What story?" I asked, my voice shaking. "The one about the woman whose child died on that swing. The local legend. They said a young boy died while playing there, slipped from the swing and broke his neck. His mother, overwhelmed with grief, hanged herself in the woods nearby. They say her spirit never left, that she comes back, searching for her child. And that night I couldn't sleep. I kept having the same dream over and over. I was standing in the park. The swing was moving slowly. A small child was sitting on it. Behind him, a woman with long black hair, dressed in black, face hidden. She would turn to me and say, "You came back. You're mine now. All of you are mine." I'd wake up screaming, drenched in sweat. A few days later, I received an unmarked envelope. No return address, no postage stamp. Just a yellowing sheet of paper inside. It read, "The swing is still thirsty. It's waiting for your friends. I'm Jason. Help me." It sent chills down my spine. I went to David. We decided to return to the playground this time prepared. We brought cameras, flashlights, even motion sensors. We were going to find out the truth. At 1 a.m., we stepped into the playground. Silent, still. But as we approached the swing, our cameras picked it up. A shadow, a tall figure, a woman's shape, drifting in the dark. And then, it started moving toward us. "You are mine now," she whispered. Her voice wasn't human. It felt like it echoed through my skull. I felt something icy grab my neck, like a cold hand pressing into my throat. David lifted the camera and yelled, "Where's Jason?" The figure froze and then pointed toward the swing. We ran. Beneath the swing, half buried in the dirt, was a trapdoor. Inside, we found Jason, weak, barely breathing but alive. After Jason was hospitalized and began to recover, he told us everything. He had returned to the swing many times. The spirit had started talking to him, telling him things, confusing things, loving, then angry. He said the ghost thought he was her son. Over time, Jason became obsessed with her voice, and she eventually took him. As for Mark, the spirit had killed him. He was the one who mocked the story all those years ago, and now he paid the price. The truth was this: the ghost was a grieving mother. Her child had died tragically, and now her soul stayed behind, trapped in the place of her pain. Every child that came near that swing, she tried to claim as her own.